Hi, everyone. Good morning, and thanks for having me on the call. My name is Frank, and I'm vying for the position of the treasurer, just as Amy has earlier mentioned. So I'd like to start by providing a background about myself, and then run you through what I have, my value proposition for the society and what I'm vying for this role. So I'll start with a brief story of, my experience while I was in school. So in 100 level, I got, while taking the ATS program in school, I got interested in investing. I had a bit of savings then. And so beyond keeping it in the account then, I needed to invest this money rather than have it in my account, because what happens is most times when I leave the school, I tend to spend this in spontaneous spending, things I didn't budget for. So I had to keep the money in a safe place. And after one of our classes, which was business law, then I approached our lecturer then because I heard him talk about stock market in the class. So I told him I had interest in this and I would like to, allocate this spare money to the investment. So he gave me a broker's number, and that was in Onitsha then. I went out and met this broker. I opened an account with the person, and I asked her what stock. Let her give me her recommendation. Let me pick, the stocks I'm to invest in. What the lady did was to give me a newspaper and tell me, just run through this, tell me what you want, and I'll buy it for you. I'm like, hey, I'm just a novice. I'm new to this market. I need guidance. She now said, okay, I should bring the paper to hand. I gave it to her. I said, hey, see here, this is total. Total is about 200. I said, yes. Mobile is 200. I told her, yes. Photoy was 200, about 200 then. She said, and I looked at Owando. Owando was 15. She now told me, buy Owando. And when I asked her why, she said, hey, given that Owando is 15 and Owando is still in oil and gas, just as the other company she has mentioned, Owando will catch up at 200 with time. So I started to allocate money, Owando, went back home. Every morning I go to the library for pick the newspaper, check where Owando price was before going to classes. To cut the story short, I ended up selling Owando at 3 naira. And that was like my first investing experience. It was terrible. I lost a lot of money, and I nearly went hungry in school, if not for friends. So that experience was very bad, and I looking back, it's not something I want any other person to experience, because I starved myself of my hard-earned money in school, trying not to, spend lavishly, then investing it, and then equally losing everything in that process. So I know I needed to take action. And what did I do? First was to equip myself with the required knowledge in the industry. I went through to complete my accounting degree, where I learned basic skills such as bookkeeping, accounting, budgeting, and preparation of financial statements. So in order not to stop there, further consolidate these skills, I went on to take the ICANN examination before coming into the industry. And luckily for me, my first job was in investment research in WSTC, where I spent time, analyzing the economy, the stock market, and fixed income instruments too. Even supporting the company in their credit and risk asset creation by doing some credit analysis. So while on the job, I took the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers exam, where I got to understand the market proper and equally the asset class within the market, and even local law as it pertains to the workings of the Nigerian market. I went on to take on the CFA program while in WSTC, and that was when I stumbled into the CFA program. Discussing with colleagues within the ecosystem, I got to learn about the CFA program, and I got interested. I enrolled for my level 1 in 2019. I wrote, I passed, and so in between my result coming out, that was when I saw on LinkedIn one time a research challenge and ethics competition that was tailored to young people. I got interested in it, and that was how my volunteering experience started in the society. So while working with WSTC, so what I came to realize was this. If you look at our market, there are a lot of challenges in it. And today, if you ask CSE about the active account, it's less than 2 million, and the population of Nigeria is over 200 million. So having just 1% of the entire population playing in the stock market, and given the large infrastructure deficit we have in Nigeria, that's quite problematic. You can't solve infrastructure deficit without mobilizing savings and capital to allocate, right? And And it becomes even more worrying when you now look at the average age of those investors, above 30, meaning that the young people are not coming into the market. There's no entrance. People don't have interest in the market. And this is like a pillar that will drive growth and development in the economy. So, I mean, looking back to my experience of how I lost money, I mean, I could justify why young persons may want to stay away from the market. So, given this AC challenge I discovered, I mean, reaching out to university students, catching them young before they even graduate from school, I thought it really resonated with me, given my experience and me not wanting someone else to pass through this. And I since then I've been supporting this challenge, and I've gone on to win the recognition award for 3 times now. And beyond just supporting this this challenge, I've gone on to support CFA candidates in the exam. Since I've qualified in 2021, I've been actively tutoring, supporting young people, encouraging them to see how we can build this industry collectively. So just to sum up my experience, given the knowledge I've acquired by running through the certification and my experience within the investment industry, today I'm in KPMG leading young teams of professionals that helps investors to make investment decisions and basically allocate money and equally structured deals, which I believe this experience will be quite helpful to the society. So what are my plans for the society? So one, I want to drive active participation among young people, right? If we look at our financials today, I mean the society, we see that there are principally 4 places how we generate money. One is through the CFA Institute, next members' contribution, their sponsorship and other income. For me, I think the most sustainable is this membership contribution. We can grow our membership base, both charter holder and candidate member. That will really make us financially sustainable going forward. So how do I intend to, champion this? I've already started doing it by volunteering in the investment relation committee, trying to catch this young students very early, at the early stage, and then supporting them equally to run through this certification and make it out on time, contribute to and have that space to contribute more to the industry. In terms of sponsorship, I tend to first thing first is to promote the activities we do out there and sell what the potential benefits would be for, our target sponsors. There are a lot of CSR activities going on today. And while working in KPMG, we have a sense of this large client base. I've supported top CFOs and CEOs in structuring this, and I've heard them speak to things that resonate with me. I believe once we're able to sell out our value proposition and how this can benefit them, once it allows with the CSR good, definitely we're going to see sponsorship. So lastly, in terms of our income, other income, the key driver there is event and training, okay? And I intend to also support in deepening penetration, which we have already started through the institutionalization of investment club in the industry, kind of see driving early investors, early students' interest in the profession. And once they come out of school, they stay and keep on with us. So beyond this, just somewhat in 3 points. Being in this treasurer position, I'll be able to support the board in their strategic decision and long-term goals of improving market structure, transparency, and fairness. Given my budgeting skills, record keeping, and financial reporting, which I've gained while on the job and while running through the certification program, I'm going to help keep the society financially solvent going forward. And lastly, but not the least, I believe aspiring for this position and taking this good job will also challenge other young upcoming professionals to also seek leadership roles, to be motivated to also volunteer and seek leadership role, hereby helping our society grow. I would like to sum up by saying, you should support me because, with all this vision and aspiration, I can't achieve it all on my own, and that's why I'm here to seek for support. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Frank Nnamka.